quite a few years ago now. Quite a long time ago, actually. We reviewed a game on Consolevania called Resident Evil 4. I reviewed it. Resident Evil 4 on GameCube, and I remember buying it out of CA Games, I believe it was called, in the West End, where you would buy all the import games from a GameCube imported from America. Reviewing it, getting the review done fast. Everybody was watching me play. I couldn't believe it. I was like, we need to get this in the show. We need to get it sent to people as soon as possible because I can't believe how good this game is. Resident Evil 4 is still my second favourite game of all time. Number 2 on my list of the games of all time. Resident Evil 4. And if you had told me back in the day that one day technology would reach a point where one day you will be in Resident Evil 4, I would have thought you were off your fucking rocker. But now we are here. Now we are here. Now, I've been filming a show called Games Master. I'm just a presenter on it, right? I don't have any say in anything. And I was astonished. Games Master is sponsored by Oculus, sponsored by this mob, right? This mob has money in Games Master. I'm going to talk to you, your friends here, right? So I can talk straight to all of you. And I was like, oh, you know, it flashes up wee red flags a wee bit, that kind of thing, right? However, I will say this, I wanted to review Resident Evil 4 on the Oculus Quest 2 on Games Master. I was like, this will be perfect. If they want to punt their VR stuff, let's review a big game. But the problem was the game was too fucking good. So we couldn't review it because it would look dodgy. Weren't they allowed to review it? Because they had money in the show, so we couldn't review Resident Evil 4 on Oculus Quest. I was like, this makes no sense. But I suppose it's an integrity thing, it's keeping everything clean. But I can tell yous about it. I can tell yous about how amazing this is. And I'm not just saying this because obviously I've benefited a wee bit now for Games Master's corporate Oculus sponsorship stuff. It's not because of that. I'm a big fan of VR. I think Ryan's a big fan of VR as well. And I'm a big fan of the Oculus Quest. I bought the first one, love the first one. Oculus Quest 2 is even better. I love VR stuff. And when I heard that Resident Evil 4 was coming out in VR, I was excited. I was excited, right? But I thought to myself, what are they going to do here? Are they going to change the game fundamentally? Are they going to fuck around with it? Is it going to be an abbreviated version of it? Is it going to be shortened? And what's actually happened is they've had this amazing idea where they've went, let's just put the person into Resident Evil 4 as they remember it. And I think that's why this game is so special. I'm going to turn it on. Always amazes people that you can see through the Oculus Quest headset. It always like blows people away when you tell them you can do that, right? Right, so here I am. We're in it. We're in Resident Evil 4. We recognise that sound. The reason why I think this game is such a success as a VR experience is that this is a world we are familiar with, we remember it, so it's not like you're being dropped into an experience and you're having to get your bearings. You already know this world. You know this place. So because it's a world you're familiar with, that they've recreated, there's immediately a sense of comfort, weirdly, in this game that's really scary, and it is really scary. There's a certain sense of comfort in being here. So here's a magical moment, right? This isn't a spoiler, I know you have all played Resident Evil 4. We're coming out to the dug, and this time, to let the dug out, we're going to physically pull that apart with our hands. There you go, Ian, off you go. It's magic, that. I don't care what anybody says. See, moments like that are magic. And I've done that so many times on so many game systems.
I've let that dog escape. I've opened that bear trap and let that dog escape. But doing it this time, using these hands, it's incredible. Now, I need to talk to you about how you use all your shit in this game. If you want your knife, you just grab it for yourself. It's how to explain it. You just reach here, grip, and you take out your knife. There it is. You want to get rid of it, you just do that. If you want your gun, you just reach down to your holster and you grab your gun. If you want to load your gun, you reach down here, you pull out the ammo, you actually slide it in, you load it. You remember these bombs? You remember there's a bear trap there? Let's be careful. Let's go around here.
Un forastero!
There he is. Right, here we go. A bit of action now. Rattle. Boom. Now, it comes out to third person when you do things like the kicking. It comes out to third person when you do things like that, but I think that's fine. It works, it helps you keep your bearings. The thought of everything. I want to get into some more action here. Let's see. Right, let's deal with this first.
¡Allí está!
Didn't you get me? Oh, you bastard. Come on then. Come on. Boof. Sort it. Watch this. Oh, let me try again. Look at that. Can you do that? Can you do that in the GameCube? Can you do that in the Wii? I mean... know what I mean? Oh. That was a mistake. Watch this. Yes, man. Yes. Oh, you fucker. Right in my eye. Right in my in. Got myself right in the in there. Alright, herbs. Take that. Bang, and it comes. Take my knife out. Okay, man. Now, in case you've not noticed yet, this is absolutely amazing. I nearly threw my controller right out my hand there. I was so excited. Every time I play this, I get super excited. See, even things like being able to take the ammo and have a proper look at it. All these items that you've seen so many times. Peekaboo. Boof. Oh, fuck. Bang.
Lord Sadler.
That's what I'm talking about. That's how a true gangster operates. Being no doubt.
Oh, I didn't realise you were looking at my arse all the way through that. Listen, being no doubt. Sorry, I'm putting my... I can't believe that I can now go into the world of Resident Evil 4. I can't believe it. I mean, this feels like genuine progress. I know they can make graphics better, and I know that this, you'll have watched it, and it's still the old Resident Evil 4 graphics. It still looks the same as the old Resident Evil 4. It's not like they've made it all, you know, natural looking graphics and all that, you know what I mean, dead realistic, hyper realism. No, they've made it look like that world that you remember. They've made it look right, and then they've dropped you right in it. And that just feels like an incredible achievement to me. This is one of the best games ever made. Arguably the best game ever made. For a lot of people, it's up there. And this is the best version of it. And not only is it the best version of it, it's a version of it that you are inside. It's a version of it that allows you to sit down and rest in the world of Resident Evil 4. Like, you can go to some of your favourite locations and just chill out. I'm astonished by it. I'm astonished that people only making more noise about it. I know it's getting good reviews, But I'm astonished that people out there are going, this is incredible, look at how far we've come. This is a landmark moment. I genuinely believe this is a landmark moment. Because I feel that not only is this about taking this classic game and allowing you to exist within it and the magic that's inherent in that, that's not the only thing that matters here. What also matters is it feels like they finally worked out how to do VR. They finally worked out how to do it. Give people things that they're familiar with. Maybe don't necessarily push for, amazing graphics experiences or anything like that, but to try and give them the opportunity to exist for a long time in a world where they can become acclimatised and become accustomed to how it works. And I feel like that step now of grabbing all the stuff off your body and how you manage all your equipment and stuff like that's huge steps forward. And it's so fitting that in a game like Resident Evil 4 that was full of big steps forward, here, now, Resident Evil 4 in the virtual space again feels like new innovations, new steps forward. I'm delighted by this. And people have said to me, I'm not going to pay 250 quid for a VR helmet to play fucking Resi 4 in VR. Well, I'm telling you fucking should. If you can afford it at all, you deserve to play this experience. If you're somebody who watches Consolevania, which means you're somebody who has loved games for so long, and you're somebody that knows good games, and you know important steps when they happen, when they big important leaps come, you're there for them. You should be fucking playing this. It's worth the 250 quid to play one of the best, to live inside, to be fucking inside one of the best games ever made. Keep them coming, I say. Keep them coming. San Andreas is coming. Just heard that yesterday, that San Andreas is going to come to VR. Are we going to be able to drive about listening to our music inside the world of San Andreas? How in the way that looked back then? I can't wait. Give us Morrowind in VR. Fuck me, man. Give Ryan Morrowind in VR. Properly. This is it. This is it. The VR era is properly here now. I'm telling you. Resi. Happy Halloween.